discussion going on in Parliament House regarding SEF and AIMA. And that conversation was that AIMA was not better than SEF. In other words, I will say they are talking about SEF is better than AIMA. And they are talking about there was no reason to formulate such department who is not working properly, and SEF was working in a very efficient way. There was no need to disturb SEF. A lot of people are talking in the favor of AIMA as well. They told AIMA technically came into existence to check the genuine migrants, because a lot of people jobs were not being verified properly. Their names were in SIS and they get the cards, and many people got passport even they were not living in Portugal. There were a lot of discrepancies going on, mistakes, errors going on by the SEF. But many parliament members are telling SEF was also checking by the same way, and almost AIMA is little a bit strict more. That's better. That first SOP they are following, but their more SOP was to clear the backlog of application. Their promises are not fulfilled, and parliament members are telling they promised that they will clear backlog of application of almost 300,000 people. They did not, and now currently the 500,000 even more applicants are in a pending status just because of lazy work of AIMA. They told that AIMA told that we will open offices, complaint offices, will open more offices, and we will be more in touch with the migrants, and migrants will have no complaint. There is also little discussion that migrants are complaining in social media and also doing protest, not putting good image of Portugal in the world. And they are also telling AIMA need to use modern technology like software, but they are not going to use modern software, and they are using old software. And AIMA claims that we are working with 6 departments simultaneously. Even SEF was even better. Only single department was handling migration, and they were handling migrants with some errors. And errors are not still removed. Errors are still there. People are submitting fake documents. People are going outside Portugal. No border security, no checking efficiently going on. The system is not modified. And they are telling, sometimes people say cards are delayed more than 1 year. That's little pricking news for Portugal, because if they are allowing people to stay here, if they will not handle their migration application properly, definitely they speak in all over the world in social media that this country is not processing their application in a better way. This parliament discussion, in which clear cut a message is going on to AIMA. Either you have to correct yourself, either you have to clear the backlog of applications, or otherwise we are going to change AIMA into SEF. This is a premature conversation that AIMA will be converted into the SEF or not. But one thing is confirmed, that new government is not happy from the AIMA. And it's now clear, news are coming. Now it's open house discussions. Earlier the ministers were talking in private rooms, and they were talking with the AIMA officers that what is the problem. They were getting informations. After getting these informations, which informations they were getting, how much backlog is still there, and how you are processing applications, what are your achievements, what are your outputs, what is about regarding family appointment. Almost these ministers are talking adverse regarding migration as well. Why you people are allowing all people to lock the file, why you are not correcting the system, why you are not allowing genuine people to stay and not allowing the non-genuine people, why people who are visiting other countries still getting TRC card. These all details are being verified completely by the ministers of immigration and the new government. And now prime minister definitely might call a meeting, or might they in future there are expected that they might try to approve any law from the parliament house. These discussions when start, when government want to bring any law. In any parliament house of the world, when they want to bring any new law, they want to start that conversation. The conversation in the favor of AIMA is almost 20 to 30%. Conversation in favor of SEF is almost 70%. It means that in coming days the scenario will be clear that what government want to do, because earlier government stance was little bit different, and that's why YouTubers were recording many sessions that Portugal new government is going to close migration and they will do this thing, they will do that thing. Now the statements are changing day by day. Now current discussions are not that we are against migration. Current statement is not that we are against illegal people. Current statement is not that many people are locking file and there is a bulk of backlog. Current statement in the parliament members of the government is talking about technically that AIMA came into existence by wrong way. There was no reason. There was no reason. If there was improvement of the system, we were happy. They were talking by evidences. There is no improvement of immigration system, and we must follow Canada, Australia, but we are still living in 19th century and our system. These parliament members are discussing in parliament and outside parliament. Our system is becoming very slow day by day. New department is not able, and their commitment that we had hired new staff, we had hired new SEF officers, we are working with 7 departments, our verification system is very clear. They are talking about when they are working in one department, other department is almost empty. There is unpredicted statement. First they told they will renew the TRC online, then they told they will renew the TRC by IRN, they told TRC in analysis, they told that, and courts are doing decisions which is not good. This is the talking, this is very special statement that courts are deciding. AIMA must decide when to deliver the cards. Now courts are deciding that you need to deliver the card of that individual. These migrants definitely go to the courts, which is not good for the government and the AIMA, because when people starting going to the government, it means they are not satisfied from the government, they are not satisfied from the immigration department. It means that they are not following the international standards law of immigration. So these all conversations are going on now. What could be the scenario in the coming days? There are 2-3 options. Might be a new government bring some law, which I am talking about. If they will bring some laws, most important, which is looking that they may change little bit rules of immigration, which people are talking about, but little bit, not much, but that will be little improvement in the processing. Also they might little bit check between legal and illegal. But this conversation that AIMA is not better, SEF is better, it look into me is political conversation, because opposition party is sitting in the parliament. Actually it's a habit of two parties, ruler party and opposition party. When opposition party will do something, ruler party will be against the action. So opposition party actually introduced this AIMA. You know that in the reign of the previous prime minister, in which the corruption charges were there, and they actually introduced this AIMA. Now they are sitting, their party, their members are sitting in the parliament house. So technically they are blaming others that your decisions were wrong. But I don't think they will finish AIMA. AIMA will keep continue the work, but technically by this pressure, I think it's better. By parliament pressure, AIMA now started sending little bit TRC cards, and we are waiting for the emails as well. I will keep updating you all the immigration news by Irfan. Thank you very much.